guys, how are you? Good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you on Thursday. This is July 31st, 2025, and it is the very last Thursday of July in 2025, and we won't see another Thursday in July until 2026. Great to be with you. If you've been following along, well, you know that we do a master topic every single week. And we end that master topic tomorrow on Friday. We start a brand new one on Saturday. And then every day we have granular topics that coincide with the master topic. So great to have you here. If this is your very first time, a big warm welcome to you. Definitely a very big warm welcome. And if you're coming back, well, a very big welcome back to all of you. It is so great to have you here with me. I really do appreciate that. And friends, if you have not checked out before, believemeachieve.com. Feel free to check that out after the show. And it's available 24 hours a day to get you all of my long form and short form content. So go ahead and check that out. I think you will be very, very pleased. All right. So if you guys are wondering right now, maybe you're a little thirsty. For example, I actually have my bottle of RO water here right in front of me. Really delicious, and I know that maybe you're probably thirsty or something like that, and if you are, well, feel free to go get your water and maybe a snack, maybe a piece of fruit. It could be anything that you want. All right, it really doesn't matter. Anything that you want, and feel free to come on back because it's important that you guys are nourished while you are actually watching the show. So again, it is so great to have you here. Again, whether you're going to get something tart or not, well, that's pretty much all you need to do. And come on back to the show because, like I said, we have a lot of great information here on inspirations for your life. And we're on every single day. And I think that's a great thing. I provide really inspiring information to help you become, how can I say, a better version of yourself. And I think that's a very cool thing. And hopefully you guys will definitely understand, that our lives can keep getting better every single day. And it starts with our choice, ladies and gentlemen. Our choice is where it all starts. And that choice is very, very important because we can become a better version of ourselves really easy and really simply. So I thank you very, very much. And let's go ahead and kick this show off, all right? But before I do, I would like to tell you what the master topic for the week is. It's the power of connection. And the granular topic, incidentally, is, well, professional connection, networking that opens doors, series 4, show 31. And we're on episode number 6. All right, guys. So, again, a very big warm welcome to everyone and to another amazing, awe-inspiring, empowering episode of the Inspirations for Your Life podcast. I am your host, a serial entrepreneur, a graduate student, video producer, marketing expert, member of the press, engineer, and much more. And of course, also a podcast coach. And I'm the voice that helps you elevate your life when episodes like this one come at a time when you really need some guidance. Tonight, I'm going to dive very deep into the art and science of professional networking, not just exchanging business cards, but forming a genuine connection that can change your life, open new doors, and lead you to surprising opportunities. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned professional, this episode will inspire you with powerful principles that turn ordinary interactions into, well, long-lasting relationships. So you can tune in and discover how to become a magnetic connector who leads with authenticity and creates meaningful value with every handshake, message, or even introduction. So let's go ahead, guys. I don't know about you, but I want to get this show rolling because I think this is something that a lot of people really want to hear. All right. So, number one, first impressions matter. Lead with authenticity. Your first impression is your handshake. Before the handshake, it sets the tone. When meeting someone for the first time, authenticity should be your foundation. Don't try to be someone you're not. People can spot inauthenticity a mile away. Speak genuinely, make eye contact, and lead with warmth, whether it's in person or virtual. Showing your true self allows others to feel at ease and builds a trust from the very beginning. Number two, small talk builds big bridges. While it may seem trivial, small talk is the thread that weaves stronger conversations. A lighthearted comment about the weather, a compliment on someone's presentation, or asking about maybe their weekend plans can lead to deeper dialogue. Small talk isn't just filler, it's a bridge to discovering some shared values, interests, and potential opportunities. Unfortunately, many people decide that they are too big for small talk. They don't want to do that because they don't want to get into the dirt and actually get to know somebody. They just want to rush things through, and then that causes a problem. Number three, always, always, always follow up after making new connections. Networking doesn't end at the handshake or the business card exchange. Following up shows that you value the interaction and want to build on it. Send a short email or a message within 24 to 48 hours. Mention something specific you discussed to show attentiveness and sincerity. A simple follow up could be the spark that leads to mentorship, partnership, a new job, or perhaps a new client. Number four, be clear about your goals and your aspirations when you're networking. Approach networking with clarity and with a purpose. Are you looking for mentorship, career opportunities, collaboration? Letting others know your true intentions, tactfully, that is, helps them guide the conversation and connect you to the right people. Clear goals turn networking from aimless mingling into strategic relationship building. Now, again, you don't want to be rude either. You want to be courteous. Number five, leverage LinkedIn to expand and maintain your network. LinkedIn is more than an online resume. It's your professional community. You can use it to connect with people you meet, engage with their content, and share insights of your own. I know when I often meet somebody that seems to be interesting to me about something that we share a common interest on, I reach out with a sincere compliment, and then usually I want to connect with them, and usually they do. A well crafted profile and regular activity can help you stay top of mind, even long after the first meeting. It's your digital networking hub. Don't neglect it. Now, don't do what a lot of these, I don't want to use a bad name here, but what a lot of these jokesters do. They go on LinkedIn, they see some information, they look for certain profiles. They're like, oh, yes, I'm very interested in you. I want to get to know you. So I usually fire back and say, oh, well, that's great. I'm so glad you've taken the time to read my profile. What is it that actually got you to want to make the connection with me? And they say, like, oh, you're very smart, or they drop off because they're trying to do a sales pitch. Again, a well crafted profile and regular activity can help you stay top of mind. Number six. Before I go on number six, I want to let you know it's not a haven where you just message people. See, that's kind of rude. If you do that, that can be a very big problem. And by a big problem, I just mean that you have to understand that it's a tool, right? And we have to use it in a way that's going to help others, not abuse them. Number six, do. Ask questions. People love to share their experience. Asking insightful questions not only shows interest, but also allows the other person to shine. Everyone has something they're proud of, whether it's a project, a role, or an accomplishment. When you ask about it, you validate them, and that builds a stronger connection. Plus, you learn something new every time you ask. Number 7, listen more than you speak. I know that's a harder for a lot of people because many people have egos and they feel that, they're like top of the world and that all eyes should be on them. Well, I got news for you guys. That's not how it is. All right. Networking isn't about showing off your credentials. It's about listening to understand. People remember how you made them feel, and being truly heard makes a huge impact. Practice active listening by giving your full attention, avoiding interruptions, and reflecting back what you hear. Great listeners attract meaningful conversations. But so many people get hung up in, the what do you do or what do you need? And before you know it, it's like, I don't know, it's like whatever reason, they're falling into the bucket of being so superficial. Okay. And that's an important thing. Really, really important. Really important. Number 8, offer value before asking for help. I know some people that say, oh, gee, I can use this and I can use this and I need this, but they haven't even offered to help me in any way. The strongest networks are built on mutual benefit. Before you make an ask, consider what you can offer. It might be a helpful article, a warm introduction, or simply, some encouragement. When you give without expecting immediate return, you demonstrate character and build goodwill that often circles back unexpectedly. So why not do that first? Number 9, build relationships, not just contacts. This isn't about accumulating a million cards for your Rolodex. A large contact list is meaningless without genuine relationships or points to follow up on. Take time to nurture the connections that matter. This means checking in occasionally, sharing your wins, or even sending a note of encouragement. Real relationships grow with consistency. Sincere care is important because those are the ones that truly open doors. Now, if you're saying, I didn't get anything, well, maybe it's because you're looking so much, right? Maybe that's the whole reason. And I think that's a very, very interesting thing to do, is to realize that's a very, very big purpose for you, right? Number 10, be patient. Real connections, they take time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are powerful networks. It takes time to earn trust, develop rapport, and discover where paths may align. Stay consistent, show up, and continue engaging even when immediate outcomes aren't visible. The most rewarding connections are often the ones that evolve slowly but deeply. So let's keep that in mind when we're networking. Number 11, always be networking. Even when you're not job hunting, the best time to build your network is when you don't urgently need it. Networking is not a transactional process. It's an ongoing habit. Be present at events, engage with your community, and keep building even during the good times. Your future self will thank you for the foundation you laid today for the crops and, of course, the beautiful vegetation and growth that will result in the future. Number 12, share your story with confidence and clarity. Now, I didn't say boast. I said share your story. Your story is your power. When you speak about your journey, your passions, and your purpose with clarity, people feel more connected to you. It's not about bragging. It's about sharing your unique path in a way that inspires others and makes you memorable in their minds. Number 13, schedule regular check-ins with key connections. Strong relationships need touch points. Set reminders to reach out to people in your network every few months. Whether it's a quick thinking of you note or a coffee catch-up, consistent connection keeps the relationship alive and shows that you care beyond professional convenience. Many people that network only do it for convenience when they have the time or when they need something. I'm going to give you a perfect example. There was a gentleman, I'm not going to mention his name, he was on LinkedIn, and I got to know this person a while back, just only through social media and LinkedIn. And I was going to meet him for lunch sometime. Well, he was very busy and he said he didn't have time. He would reach out to me when he had time. So a few months later, he sends me this thing on LinkedIn. Hey, John, how are you? Listen, I'm starting this job. I could really use support if you want to buy a ticket. Didn't think anything of it. A few months later, I reached out and said, hey, just wonder if we could go grab a. Oh, John, I'm so busy with this and this job. Okay, no problem. So just the other day, he sends me a message on LinkedIn telling me about this new organization he's with and how he really loves support and how we're working. And I said, with all due respect, I said, the only time you ever come to send me a message is when you're looking for a handout. Like, you're not genuine. So why would I want to help you? Because you're just a phony. And I'm sorry, I tell people the way it is. You may like me, love me, or hate me, and I don't care. You're going to get the truth out of John C. Morley. It may not be what you want to hear, but you're going to get the truth. You're going to know how I feel. You're not going to be second guessing about what I think about you. Number 14. Mentorship is a two-way street. Give and receive. Whether you're the mentor or the mentee, both roles offer growth. Be open to learning from others and be generous with your insights. Mentorship relationships thrive when there's mutual respect, curiosity, and a shared commitment to helping each other succeed. I think that's a very big key. Number 15. You never know who knows who. Every conversation counts. Sometimes the most unexpected encounters lead to the most impactful outcomes. Treat every conversation with care, whether it's a chat at a coffee shop or a quick intro at an event. You never know what doors could open because of one meaningful conversation or a kind word. And I think that's a very important thing. There was a time at my school at Montclair University. It was about a month or so ago, and there was this lady. I won't mention her name, but I was coming back from class, walking to Car Park D, which is where I parked my car. And as I was getting there, I noticed this lady. She seemed lost. So I went out to the car. I said, ma'am, I said, may I help you? Oh, yes, I'm trying to figure, do you know where to park? And I said, well, are you here for an event? And she says, yes, I'm here for this such and such event with my son for, to be on the field in this event. And I said, oh, that's great. I said, she said, well, where do I park? I said, well, do you have a parking permit? She said, no, I don't have anything. Do you have like a tag or do you have like a certificate? She says, no, I don't have anything. I said, let me call parking authority. So I called, it's not the police, we call the parking authority. And I said, officers, just want to know, do you have any record of people coming for this event tonight? Is parking free? He's like, oh, parking is not free. I said, okay, thank you, sir, appreciate it. So she's all annoyed because she's running behind, and now she wants to park. And I said, okay, well, you need to go on the app, and she's having all these trouble getting the app. So I actually help her download the app, which took some time. She had to get her password. She was not happy, not with me, but she was not happy because someone's gonna be late, and she was worried that he wasn't gonna make it to the game where they were gonna do the walk on the field, which usually is done at halftime, but she thought they might do before first pitch. I wasn't sure, so I got her to do that, got everything all set up, and then we were all done. She took my card and she said, "I'm going to I'll reach out to you." And a few months later, she reached out to say thank you. And I was very grateful that she took some steps to figure out where I was and she said thank you for her help that way. And that meant so much to me that she said thank you. Many people in our life are too busy to say thank you. And so if you're too busy to say thank you, how can you ever expect anything or even ask for a favor? Right? I mean, seriously, right? I mean, right, guys? I'm not talking Greek here, am I? Hopefully I'm not. So here's the part of the show that I really like. Well, I like the whole show, but I really love this part. Really, it's a real big part that I love. So I'm going to give you a personal story or lesson. Basically, well, one for each point. And it's my hope that through these words of wisdom I'm going to share, they're going to rewire your brain to do some amazing things that maybe you didn't realize were possible. Okay? You didn't realize were possible. That's pretty powerful, guys. Right? Think about that for a second. And maybe you're saying to me, John, I don't quite understand, right? I don't quite understand. But the truth of the matter is, you probably do understand. You probably understand more than maybe you let on. And I think that's an important point, when you can really understand the why of something, right? And so what I'm hoping is that this is going to change you in some way. So I'm going to give you, like I said, a personal story or lesson. And I'm hoping that this is going to inspire you to want to take action in your life. I'm not telling it's going to be easy action. I didn't say that. But I'm hoping that it's going to get you to take some action in your life so that you can change the way you do things. One of our wise inventors said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the results. Right? Einstein said it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And maybe you're saying to me, hey, John, but I am doing something different. Well, are you really doing something different? Or are you, let's say, not doing something different? I mean, I think that's something that some people get, let's say, tongue-tied with. So when we think about, this whole concept of professional connection, a lot of you are like, what can I get out of it free? And people know the people that I'm going to call are abusers. Now, they don't hurt people in any way, but these are the people that only come out when they're looking for something. Just like this guy I was telling you. He never comes out for any reason, but I think my point hit home that he always comes around looking for something or has his hand out, but he's always too busy to go to lunch or do anything with me because, well, that's just how he is. And when people play me like that, I sent a message off, and I think I said something on LinkedIn. I said, look, maybe you don't know this, but if you do this again, I'll block you. Now, maybe he got the message, and we'll see. But the next time he comes and asks me for something like that, he's going to be blocked, like sight unseen. So first impressions matter, guys. Lead with authenticity. At my very first tech summit many years ago, I walked in overwhelmed, watching others flow through conversations with ease. When I finally introduced myself to a group, I simply said, I'm new to this space, and I'm here to learn. One man chuckled and said, that's the most honest intro I've heard today. We ended up talking for a half an hour, and that single connection turned into a mentoring relationship that helped me launch my first consulting offer. That experience taught me that people resonate with realness, with people being true. You don't have to be flashy, just be present, honest, and warm. In a world filled with all kinds of, facades, and authenticity becomes a rare magnet that draws the right people towards you. Small talk builds big bridges. Once, while attending a conference lunch, I commented on the unique centerpiece at our table. That sparked a very interesting set of light conversations with the gentleman next to me about design. He happened to be a UX designer and recently wrapped up a project I had admired online. That random topic turned into a shared laugh, a great lunch, and eventually a collaboration for some workplace issues that we could both do business on. It reminded me that small talk isn't meaningless. It's a tool that eases tension and opens the door for trust. Big opportunities often start with, the tiny, seemingly trivial moments. Always follow up after making a connection. No matter how big or how small, regardless of what you think of it, always follow up. I once met a software founder at a casual brunch mixer. We had a short chat, and I followed up with a quick email saying, great meeting you. Loved hearing about your latest launch. Happy to support however I can. That note led to a phone call, then a cross-promotional opportunity for one of my tech shows. Didn't even know that was possible. People forget faces fast in a networking-heavy environment. A thoughtful follow-up plants your name back in their memory and shows them you're serious about connection, not just collecting contacts. Be clear about your goals. when networking. Years ago, I attended an innovation summit. When people asked why I was there, I clearly shared that I was looking for guest experts for my new podcast on leadership and success. One of them lit up and said, "You should meet my friend. He's a best selling author on that exact topic." I had an interview scheduled within 48 hours. Being clear doesn't make you pushy, it makes you efficient. People are more likely to help when they know exactly what you're hoping to find. Interviewing people for this show, Inspirations for Your Life, and the Jay Moore Tech Talk Show, I'm not rude, but I am very direct. I thank them for reaching out to be a guest on the show. We do have a formal process. Um, Please make sure that you have watched at least one or two shows in its entirety and prepare a brief summary and outline as to why you think it'd be a good guest on the show. And please click on the link and feel free to schedule a 50 or 30-minute session with one of us, and we will let you know at the end of the pre-chat whether we'd like to move forward with you. Thank you very much for your time, and we do want to let you know that this is not a sales show. So most people get it. I had a lady today telling me she sells water. Okay, I love water. But she was trying to get on and talk about water and her product. And I was like, well, how's that going to help my audience? Well, they drink water and I have a system and I know they'd want to buy it. I said, well, maybe you didn't understand something. See, I don't do salespeople on the show. If you want to advertise, that's something else. But you don't come on the show for free and then start talking about your product. She's like, well, I go on other podcasts. Well, that's fine if they allow you to do that. We don't. I've been on the air for over 3 years now. Pretty soon I'll be on my 4th year. We're on cable TV. We have over 175,000 downloads, and we're picky. So if you want to do that, maybe you should go look for them. I don't mean to be rude, but I just don't want people taking advantage of me. And that's the honest truth. Leverage LinkedIn to expand and maintain your network. After delivering a keynote, I invited some attendees to connect with me on LinkedIn. I actually used my phone. I had them scan my QR code, and it worked really well. One person regularly engages with my content, commenting with thoughtful insights, which makes me feel good. Months later, he messaged me to say my post helped him decide to start his new business venture. Now he wanted help launching a podcast. LinkedIn isn't about adding numbers. It's about nurturing visibility and trust. When people see your consistent value, they remember you when it matters. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. I'll catch you real soon, everyone. Be well.